and he's set for the MAG hearing on October 11th.
In the yes. Problem is, you won't be able to speak. Don't unmute yourself because your audio will have feedback.
We all should be able to.
But you can speak with me. Yeah, I can make you guys.
Oh, oh, perfect.
All right, let's go ahead and get started. Sarah, bring in the first case. Okay, move on, next case. Mr. Bennett, you unmute yourself, turn your video on. Mr. Campano, you do the same.
Mute. Okay, unmuted it. I don't know how to unmute it.
Judge, can you hear me?
I can hear you now.
I don't know. I don't know if you can see me or not. I'm not sure.
You need to turn your video on.
Turn on reactions. Oh, now I'm here, Judge. I'm here now. I hope you can see me.
23 CCR 235459, State of Texas versus Sulema Garza Campano. Mr. Bennett, if you could give the court a status update on the case.
Yes, sir. I was appointed to represent this lady on a theft case. We have the discovery is complete except for a video of Walmart that's referred to in the office report. Other than that video, we're complete, and my lady has vehemently denied responsibility in this case about taking anything and desires to go to trial with that video.
Your Honor, if I may.
Do you have that video?
Yes, Mr. Bennett, I've previously sent you emails requesting a USB drive so that I could complete discovery compliance for this case. Our discovery compliance docket is scheduled for tomorrow. So if you can provide me with a USB for that case by tomorrow, I can
You'll have it.
all the discovery.
You'll have it by tomorrow. How big is
Approximately 32 gigabytes.
32 gig? Okay, you'll have that. You will have that tomorrow morning.
Thank you.
Yes, sir.
All right, Mr. Bennett, thank you for the update. I will see you and your client in my courtroom tomorrow for the discovery compliance docket.
Yes, sir. That's at 1:30, correct?
That is correct.
Okay, we'll be there, Judge.
Thank you. You're free to go.
Thank you. Yes, sir. Thank you. Goodbye. How do you do that?
Okay, move to the next case. Draper. On the record, 24 CCR 237337, State of Texas versus Dexter Draper. Mr. Williams, would you give the court a status update on the case?
Yes, Your Honor, we're still trying to get the rest of the letters that we need to put together a mitigation packet.
Okay. Next court date will be on November 5th, and then pre-trials in February of next year. So you've got some time to get everything together.
Yes, Your Honor.
All right. Anything else, Mr. Williams?
No, Your Honor. I don't know if you're gonna call us at a later date, but I do have another case, but on Paolo Soto.
We'll pull that next case in next.
Okay, yes, Your Honor.
Your client's free to go. Sarah, can you get that case? We're on the record 23 CCR 236997, State of Texas versus Paolo Soto. Mr. Williams, give me your update.
Yes, Your Honor. Pretty much the same, except we don't know if we're moving toward a mitigation packet or anything like that. I've reviewed the evidence, and I will need to talk with my client to see what I guess what she wants to do from here.
All right, you've got a little time to get that figured out. You've got next status conference on 10/22 with pretrial on January 30th.
Okay, thank you, Your Honor.
All right, you're free to go. Thank you.
Thanks.
Good afternoon, Judge.
Afternoon.
Hi, good afternoon.
On the record in 24 CCR 237506, State of Texas versus Deandra Hunter. Mr. Padilla, if you'd give me an update.
Yes, Your Honor. Deandra Hunter, we were extended an offer for the retail theft diversion program. Ms. Hunter was trying to acquire the funds to enter into the program. At this time, we have submitted an application for that waiver of the fee. So we are pending a response from that. I do believe, based on the answers, that she will be granted a waiver for that fee. So she should be joining the retail theft diversion program, I would say probably within a week or two.
Okay, very good. If she does not, next court date is November 5th.
Thank you, Your Honor.
All right,
Thank
you're
you.
free to go. Thank you.
What? Don't mind that. Well, I don't know if they want us to hang up or not. What?
All right, we're on the record in 24 CCR 237442, State of Texas versus Shang-Chi. Mr. Lee, why don't you give the court an update?
Judge, it's my understanding that the prosecutor's office did a RIP call yesterday, and I think we're supposed to have a conversation about that. But I don't have any information yet. That's the only information I was provided.
You may. Just make sure your mic's turned on.
Yes, that is correct. I was able to do a rep call yesterday and I have an offer. I just need to communicate that with the defense counsel.
All right, thank y'all for the update. Mr. Lee, you and your client are free to go.
Oh, Judge, I believe I have one more case, of Mr. Sarver.
We'll take it next.
Thank you, Judge.
Oh, your client's not in the waiting room. Mr. Lee,
Judge, can I have a moment to reach out to him?
you may, but we'll come back to you.
Thank you.
All right. Next case. Jason Yancey. Okay, next case.
Good morning, Your Honor.
Good afternoon.
I'm here on behalf of Ms. Tia West.
We're waiting on Miss West to connect. On the record in 24 CCR 237513, State of Texas versus Tia West. Counselor, give me an update.
Your Honor, we've received an offer for the retail theft diversion program. Going over that offer with my client, we wanted to request from the court a waiver for the initial fee.
That's something you've got to work out with the DA's office. There's a form of some sort you've got to fill out. I can't help you there.
Mr. Palin, if you stop by the diversion office, Miss Alexis or Miss Rosemary can help you out with the fee waiver paperwork. I would recommend doing that sooner rather than later because the waiver can take a little bit of time.
Thank you, Your Honor, with that information.
All right, next status date is going to be November 5th at 2:30, unless, of course, your client enters into the retail theft program before then.
Thank you, Your Honor.
You and your client are free to go. Right over here. Good afternoon.
Judge, I'm in the same boat as People's Counsel, Mr. Doe.
What's going on real quick before we get on the record?
Mr. Doe needs to go fill out a waiver with the
Oh, okay.
retail theft program. We're already set November.
Is your client here in the courtroom or is he?
He should.
Okay. He's gonna fill out a waiver, you said?
Yes, sir. Take care of that, Davis.
All right. Thank you for the update. Your client head down there and go fill out the form.
Yes, sir.
You may. You too.
Thank you, Your Honor.
Next. Ms. Fry, we're waiting for your client to connect.
I'm sorry, Judge. I know he's been waiting.
Ms. Fry, if I can't get your client to connect, I've got to move on.
I asked him to check his video. And he said he's been on since 2:15, but I understand, Judge, if well, if you need to move on, I understand, Judge. I don't know what the problem is.
He won't connect his video and he won't connect his audio for some reason. So Sarah, move on next case. We'll come back to you.
Thank you.
Right there. Do you have crews in the waiting room?
Judge, my client is here.
Oh, your client's here.
Yes.
Come on. On the record, 24 CCR 237375, State of Texas versus Brianna Beck Cruz. Give me an update.
Judge, we are prepared to move forward. I know I've been through a few different prosecutors on this case. From my understanding, the last prosecutor indicated that they had been having difficulty finding the complaining witness. I'm not sure if that person has been located or not, but we're prepared to move forward.
I've been, well, I have an investigative request, Your Honor, to look for her, but these would be our last attempts. I see that from the previous prosecutor, we've been trying to locate her, find her phone number. We're not able to do that, but we're still trying to look for that. There was a piece of evidence that you were looking for, right? Some videos, I have all of that for you. But other than that, once I hear from my investigator, then I'll be able to get back with the defense counsel.
Okay. You've got one more status and then pretrial after that.
Thank you, Judge. And for the next status, will my client and I be allowed to appear remotely?
Absolutely.
Oh, okay. Thank you.
You've always been able to appear remotely on a status docket.
I didn't know that. So I will be requesting the link for next time. So
It's on the docket control order,
okay, thank you, Judge.
along with the QR code.
I appreciate it. May we be excused at this time?
Yes, you may. We're on the record in 24 CCR 237362, State of Texas versus Caleb McConnell. Ms. Bolin, give me an update.
Good afternoon, Judge. We just received acceptance into the DWI PTI program for this case yesterday. So we have a couple more steps to take. My client's got to pay the DA's office fee and we've got to go over the contract, but hopefully we can have that handled in the next couple weeks.
So he will enter the program.
Yes, we've just got to go through the steps to make that happen.
Contract was sent out, Your Honor. He has been approved.
Okay, very good. Ms. Bolin, thank you for the update. I imagine you won't need your next court date, considering all you got to do is sign the contract and pay the fee. So
Okay, so we'll just
Thank
leave
you.
that for now and then get with Sarah once we're.
once you
on-
enter the program, get with Sarah.
Okay, thank you, Judge.
Thank you. You and your client are free to go.
Thank you.
All right, we're on the record at 24 CCR 237397 and 237400, State of Texas versus William Michael Thompson Jr. Mr. Locklear, would you give the court an update on this case?
Yes, Your Honor. I believe the prosecutor Colin, and I probably apologize, I do not know Colin's last name. And I have worked out the case to a 1-year deferred on the DWI and dismissed the other case, but I'd like to set it for a plea.
Okay, sir. September 17th at 9 a.m.
That's good, Judge. Thank you.
All right, I'll see you and your client
Can I-
in my courtroom.
Can I ask if the court would consider letting my client off of the IVR? He's been on it for 9 months with no problem.
Do you have a motion on file regarding that? Mr. Locklear, are you there?
I do not have a motion on file, Judge. Is that
Not
what I
to,
need?
well, I'll see you on the 17th.
Thank you.
Thank you. You and your client are free to go.
All right, thank you, Judge.
Monzi. No, okay. Then turn on the video. Put the three in the box. Can you do that for each one when you bring them in? All right, we're on the record in 23 CCR 234020, State of Texas versus Dambari Amonsi. Mr. Westcott, if you give the court an update on this case. Sir, you are muted.
Good afternoon, Your Honor.
Good afternoon.
Yeah, we have an offer on the table that we are seriously considering. The defendant has another matter in 400 district, which is kind of related to what we have going on here. So we have an offer over there, and we have an offer from the state that if we accept the offer in the district court, which is coming up on October 14, the case here will be dismissed.
State.
And we're very open to that offer, Your Honor.
I'm sorry, repeat that last sentence?
We have an offer in district court of 400. We have an offer from the state, from the prosecutor here, that if we accept the offer in district court, the case here in this present matter will be dismissed. And we are very open to that, Your Honor.
Okay, state.
That is correct, Your Honor. I discussed this matter with ADA and we have discussed, should the defendant plead to the felony, it would be a probation, or I apologize, deferred.
When's his next date in the felony court?
Or let me,
I previously said October 14. I think I misspoke. It's October 24.
October 24th.
Yes, Your Honor.
Is he going to take a plea that day?
Yes, Your Honor.
Okay. All right. Then hopefully it's dismissed by the next court setting on November 5th.
Yes, Your Honor.
All right, very good. Thank you for the update. You and your client are free to go.
Thank you, Judge.
Crawford. Okay, move on, next case. Bonnie. I'm sorry? Oh. Who's Holt on here?
Yes, Your Honor.
Holt, your client is not in the waiting room. Please contact him and tell him to connect.
We have been trying to get him connected for the last half an hour. He's just been having some issues with it for whatever reason.
Okay. I'm going to put you back in the waiting room. We'll come back to you, okay?
Yes, sir.
Go to Bonnie. Mr. Bonnie, turn on your video. We're on the record in 23 CCR 234-338, State of Texas versus Bruce Matthew Bonnie III. Mr. Cox, give me an update.
Hi, Judge. How are you?
I'm good. Yourself?
Good. We got a plea deal worked out. I just need to get in court and do it because he's getting a misdemeanor case dismissed with the plea to the DWI, which we've agreed to. We just need to get in court, the next court date, I guess.
Wait, does he have a pending felony and you need to get into the district court?
No, we have a deal worked in your court, and the deal involves dismissing the felony case once he pleads to the misdemeanor.
Okay, 9/17 at 9 a.m.
I believe that will work, Judge. Yes, it sure will.
All right, I'll see you and your client in my courtroom on that day.
Thank you, Judge.
Thank you. Y'all are free to go. Is he here? Wasn't he on his way? Okay, let's move on after that. Mr. Sternello Johnson. On the record in 24 CCR 238-488, Caden Dejon or Dewan Johnson. Mr. Sternello, give me an update.
You're muted, sir.
Mr. Sternello, you're muted.
Okay. Can you hear me, Judge?
I can hear you now.
Okay. We've come to an agreement with the state for my client to take the war class, the firearm class, and take the drug offender education program, and they will dismiss it. He's finished the war class. I have that certificate. He's finishing the drug offender education program tonight at 7:00, and I'll have that certificate tomorrow, and then I'll submit those to the state.
Very good. If it's not done, his next court date is November 5th, but sounds like he'll have it done by the end of the week. So.
Yes, Judge.
All right. Thank you. You and your client
All
free
right.
to go.
Thank you, Judge. Have a good day.
You too. Kind of lows though.
Yes, Judge.
Miss Lopez, are you driving?
I am. I need to, can I have 5 to 10 minutes and then I can join back in when I'm stationary?
We'll come back to you.
Thank you, Judge.
Davis. Oh, it's, yeah, no, we'll save him for last. McKelvin. We're on the record, 19 CCR 213701, State of Texas versus Terrence McKelvin. Mr. Doggett, give me an update on this case.
I've been in touch with the prosecutor. I'm having trouble with the DVD, and he said he was going to provide another DVD copy for me.
All right. You understand pretrial and trial are coming up quickly.
I just got appointed on this case not too long ago, so
Well, it's one of those cases where it's obviously a 2019 case and there's a period of of 4 years that elapsed due to a bond forfeiture. So we will bring this case to a conclusion here soon. How quickly can you get everything taken care of and what he needs?
Defense counsel and myself, we were discussing the matter this morning. I tried troubleshooting it on my end, but that being said, I will get a new copy of the DVD for him right after docket, Judge.
Okay.
And then
He
him
can
and I
swing by in the morning to pick it up if need be.
correct. Him and I will work out a time where he can pick it up.
Mr. Doggett, you in the courthouse tomorrow?
I can stop by. It's not a problem.
Swing by, get it. Hopefully it works this time. Because right now we are set for pretrial on 9/26 with trial on 10/15.
Okay.
All right. Thank you for the update. You and your client are free to go.
Thank you.
Thank you.
On the record, 23 CCR 237031, State of Texas versus Tissy Curd. Mr. Hunter, would you give the court an update, please?
We're continuing to work forward on this case. As far as we know, we've just received all discovery, Judge.
Okay. Next status is on October 22nd. Hopefully you figure out what's going on at that point.
Thank you. Thank you, sir. May we be excused?
Yes, you may.
Thank you.
And he was revoked earlier. Cruz. Addie. That was reset, right?
That's going to be on Friday.
I will bring him in real quick. Ms. Terry.
Yes, Judge.
It's my understanding this case is going to plea this Friday at 9 a.m. Is that correct?
That's correct.
All right. I'll make note of that and I'll see y'all on Friday in my courtroom.
Thank you, Judge.
Thank you. Wasi.
Good afternoon, Your Honor.
Noon. All right, we're on the record in 23 CCR 237-038 and 039, State of Texas versus Amari Wasi. Mr. Davidson, give me an update.
Yes, Your Honor. I have not received an offer from the state yet on this case. I emailed her earlier today, seeing if there had been one made. I'm waiting to hear back on that. Ms. Wasi is currently out of the country. Well, our last motion to let her travel she's out doing that. She should be back shortly in time for the next status doc, and hopefully we'll have some more information at that point.
State?
Yes, Your Honor. I think the defense counsel is emailing Marissa still in that case because I did not have any emails from you. But we can talk about this. I will have an offer for you soon.
I'll make sure I send the correct email.
Yes, thank you.
All right. Mr. Davidson, you and your client are free to go. Thank you for the update.
I have another client, Your Honor, as well. Jinhua Liu.
We'll take it next. Okay, we're on the record in 24 CCR 237-554, State of Texas versus Jinyu Liu. Mr. Davidson.
Yes, Your Honor. Mr. Liu is enrolled in the retail theft diversion program on his companion case. That program ends on October 20th. This case should be dismissed once that program is completed.
Okay.
That's correct, Your Honor. I have nothing to add.
Okay. Thank you for the update. You and your client are free to go.
Thank you, Your Honor. Yeah, have a good one.
Lee. Mr. Johnson, are you here for Lee? Tucker Lee?
Yes, Your Honor, that is correct.
All right, we're on the record in 23 CCR 235658, State of Texas versus Tucker Lee. Give me an update.
Oh, in this case, all discovery is in. I talked to the prosecutor. He relayed an offer that the client pleads to the motion to revoke probation cases. They're going to dismiss the assault causing bodily injury case. So that's just where we're at right now. I believe there's at the warrant on the case for the probation cases, but that's just where we are with this case, Your Honor.
Your Honor, if I may.
You may.
He was scheduled, he has two mags. They were scheduled for a hearing a few weeks ago. The defendant did not appear. Capias was issued for both of those mags. He currently has an active warrant right now, so he needs to turn himself in.
I agree. Your client needs to turn himself in today.
Understood, Your Honor.
Instruct him to go turn himself into the Fort Bend County Jail today by 6 p.m. And we'll go from there. Thank you. You're free to go.
Thank you, Your Honor.
Dotson.
Afternoon.
Good afternoon. We're on the record in 23 CCR 234545, State of Texas versus Christopher Malik Dotson. Mr. Cohen, give me an update.
Okay, we received an offer on his case. My client is open to the offer. His only issue was he was having a problem being able to get the license. So we're working on that right now. And if we can't get it worked out, we'll have to talk with the state about other options.
Okay. Next court setting is going to be on October 22nd. Hopefully he can have it all figured out by then.
Right. Yes.
All right. Mr.
Okay.
Cohen, thank you for the update.
Thank you.
Fine and free to go.
Okay. Appreciate it. Take care.
You here on that case?
Yes,
Is she here in person? Okay. We're on the record 23 CCR 236375, State of Texas versus Fang Yu Song. Why don't you give me an update, Counselor?
Yes, Judge. I was just recently subbed in on this case. Another attorney in our office has left, so I'm the status. If my office hasn't already filed a notice of appearance, it should be filed soon in order for me to receive discovery. But apart from that, it looks like, according to the notes, there was some mitigation materials given to my office. I'm not sure if they ever made it to the state before the attorney left, but there might be some diversion plea agreement. I just haven't had a chance to talk to the state since being put on this case. I just got access to the Fort Bend portal and all the discovery, and I should have a notice of appearance filed if it hasn't been already. So I know this is a case that's been lagging on for a while, so hoping to get it resolved now that I'm on the case.
I don't see one on file. Doesn't mean it hasn't been filed. Do you see one? No. Y'all have one filed? That'll be recent. No. Get one on file.
Yes, sir.
Let's get this case moving. Let's see here.
Pre-trial is currently set for November 7th, Your Honor.
Yes, this is the last status docket, so,
I'll be getting that file and getting in touch with the state to try to get it sorted out.
okay.
Thank you, Judge.
Thank you. You and your client are free to go.
Counselor, what is your name?
I'm sorry.
What is your name?
Godfrey's last name, Dean first name.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Jimenez. All right, top of the docket. Dokes.
Council needs to know on that one, sir. How would you respond?
Good afternoon.
Good afternoon. We're waiting for your client to connect.
Okay.
All right, we're on the record in 24 CCR 239-811, State of Texas versus Maya Faith Dokes. Mr. Moore, we're here on a motion to reinstate. I've read your motion, but go ahead and present your arguments.
Your Honor, we're asking the court to consider reinstating Ms. Dokes' bond. I can kind of give a background a little bit. When she was originally arrested, she was charged with failure to identify herself, along with a felony burg hab. We had been to court 2 or 3 different times on the burg hab prior to her first court date for the failure to ID. At some point, the state rejected the burg hab and refiled a criminal trespass and put it on the same date as the failure to ID. I was not aware of the court date on the misdemeanor case. I believe Ms. Dokes got confused in her going to court on the felony cases. She was notified by Mr. Herring, I believe his name is, her bond officer, the morning of or the day before court. She then sent me a text. I was still in court in Harris County at the time I received the text. She did, in fact, go to court on the same date that she was supposed to appear, but she was late. The court had already convened for the day. And so since that happened, I was in contact with Mr. Herring in an attempt to try to see about getting the bond reinstated, or prior to it being revoked, actually, but it had already been forfeited. And so that's the purpose. Ms. Dokes has never had any trouble, had to go to court for anything in her young life. I will take some responsibility for, I guess, not really enforcing. When she sent me the text, I probably should have read it and paid closer attention to it, but I was in another court, so I didn't. She takes responsibility for, she should have known her court date, but she has been appearing in court on the felony at least 2 times prior to that, and she did come to court on the day she was supposed to, albeit late. And so that's our reason for asking the court to reinstate the bond.
Okay.
Your Honor, since this is the first time, I don't see any other violations, so the state is not opposed to that.
Okay. I'll grant your motion. I'll reinstate the bond. All prior bond conditions shall remain in place.
Thank you, Judge.
Let's have her come in. I'm going to need her to come in. Let's see, when's her next? Did she have a DCO in her? Can I get you and your client to come in this Friday for the entry of a docket control order in this case?
I think I can be there if it's at 9. I have to be in federal court at 11 o'clock for a hearing, but I think I should be able to make it. And if not, I can have my associate come. So yes, sir.
We start at 8:30. So you should
Perfect.
Your Honor.
Yes.
The companion case, the criminal trespass case that was referred to, is set for arraignment November 8th. Are we going to be able to consolidate both of those cases?
We can do that.
Okay.
We'll consolidate them all this Friday.
Yes, sir.
All right, I'll see you and your client this Friday.
Thank you, Judge.
Thank you. You're free to go.
Bye-bye.
What case are you skipping to? Mr. Fortain in the waiting room.
Discussing that case with Mr. Salcedo.
Mr. Lee. Mr. Lee, can you hear me?
Yes, Judge, I'm here. I think that's my client attempting to log on.
Yeah, it is. It is. And I have pinged him several times to turn his video on, and he is yet to do so.
Yeah, I was just on the phone with him maybe about 20 or 30 minutes ago. Is it possible if I just merge him from my phone or something like that, Judge?
Merge him? I don't know how that's possible. Put his video up here. He's got to appear via video. I've got to see his face.
Understood, Judge. Because I can't separate from my current device right now to give him a call to teach him how to use the device.
There we go.
Oh, awesome.
We're on the record in 20 CCR 219-823, State of Texas versus Kelvin Sarver. Mr. Lee, give me an update.
Judge, on or about September 6th or so, 6th, we got an offer from the assistant district attorney's office. I've relayed that offer to my client, I think yesterday. So I just need to he just needs some time to get those things done. Whether it's reinstating the driver's license or applying to get the prepaid insurance.
Well, he's going to have a little time. Kind of ton, but he's got a little time to get it taken care of. Pretrial is going to be on November 7th.
That's perfect, Judge.
Okay, let's see if we can get it wrapped up by then.
Okay, thank you.
All right. Mr. Lee, thank you for the update. You and your client are free to go.
All right, maybe excuse, Judge.
Yes, you may.
All right, everyone have a great day. Appreciate you.
Yancey, you do the same. Mr. Yancey in the waiting room. Pull him in and find out what's going on. Akeem Olawanmi, right up here then.
Hello, Your Honor. He's present with counsel.
All right, here he is right here. He's in the courtroom. We're on the record in 20 CCR 219823. Well, that's the wrong case. My apologies. Cause number 24 CCR 237434, State of Texas versus Akeem Olawanmi. Why don't you give me a status update on the case, Counselor?
Yes, sir. We received an offer on the case. I've reviewed the discovery. I want to be able to talk with the state. If you can just give me 30 days, I want to talk with them about some issues I have with the stop and to see if we can come to a happy medium. I think after those 30 days, we will know if we're either going to take the offer, get a better offer, or go to trial.
You've got some time. Next status court date is going to be on November 5th. So you've got a little time to work with them, get it resolved.
I truly appreciate it, Your Honor.
All right. Thank you for the update. You and your client are free to go.
Yes, sir. Can I just ask for permission from my client to sign his reset form?
There's no reset forms. You signed a docket control order on the arraignment date that outlined every single court date your client will have between now and trial.
Understood, Your Honor. Thank you.
Thank you. Free to go. Robinson.
Judge, I have him on the line.
He's here. He's connecting
Okay,
right now.
okay.
We're on the record in 23 CCR 231795, State of Texas versus Blake Robinson. Ms. Fry, give me an update.
Yes, Judge, the state made a formal offer on 7/17 of a dismissal with restitution of $500. So they were going to check into the restitution. When they checked into the restitution, then I was told that there is no restitution. How about PTI? But we accepted the offer of restitution, dismissal with restitution.
All right, state.
Your Honor, I confirm with the CW that there was not in fact restitution in this matter. As such, I revised my offer. I offered C Court, which is one of the new specialty courts designed specifically for young adults. I received a few emails from defense counsel right before this setting. I have not had a chance to review those emails yet. I'll reach out to defense counsel to, I guess, discuss this matter in more detail.
I'll be happy to discuss it more with Colin.
All right. Ms. Fry, thank you for the update. You and your client are free to go.
Thank you so much.
Thank you. Crawford. Mr. Holt, are you filling in for Mr. Minger?
I'm here on behalf of Mr. De Niro Crawford, my client.
Why is Mr. Minger?
I'm here.
Hold on one second. Why is Mr. Minger listed in the system? We're on the record, 24 CCR 237-417, State of Texas versus De Niro Crawford. Mr. Holt, would you give the court a status update on this case?
My client has been approved for a PTI program. He only needs to finish his anger management program, which should take place here shortly, Your Honor.
So is he entering into a PTI and to get into the PTI, he's got to complete an anger management program?
Can I correct that?
You may.
It's not a PTI. We just requested an anger management class to be completed.
Okay. And it's a dismissal at the end?
Yes, Your Honor.
My apologies.
Okay. Thank you for the update, Counselor. You and your client are free to go.
Thank you, Judge.
Cantanella. That's you, Mr. Caesar. Cantanella. Come on up, right here. That way you can be on camera.
I haven't spoken to the state in a while.
Hold on one second. Let's get your client fully connected. All right, we're on the record, 24 CCR 238-253, State of Texas versus Chase Patton Cantanella. Mr. Caesar, go ahead. Give me an update.
Judge, I haven't spoken to the state in a while about this case. Quite frankly, we're of an awkward state at this point. I just asked that we hold, but actually speak with the state about this until we're in fact.
May I, Your Honor?
You may.
I just took over the previous ADA's cases, so I have an offer for you, and we can talk about that.
Okay. Thank you, Mr. Caesar. Don't leave. You've got the next case as well. Macanosia. We'll take that plea here at the end of docket.
Yes.
Do you have all the paperwork done?
We have the paperwork. Client has reviewed the paperwork. We need to sign it.
Why don't you step into the room, sign all the paperwork, turn it into the clerk, and we'll take the plea immediately after docket. Yeah.
Sorry, Judge. I'm stationary.
We're on the record in 21 CCR 220681, State of Texas versus Hector Penalosa. Ms. Lopez, give me an update.
Yes, Your Honor. I've received an offer from the state. I've conveyed that to my client, trying to see if we can counter offer with something that would be acceptable to the state. So, but I believe that we are close to a resolution.
All right, the MAG hearing will be held on October 11th.
Understood, Your Honor.
All right, thank you very much for the update. You and your client are free to go.
Thank you, Your Honor.
Let's go to Cruz. Let's go ahead and proceed with Mr. Cruz. Is it Cruz? Jefferson Cruz? Okay. Is Mr. Rivera in the waiting room? Do you know if your attorney is going to be joining us? Have you spoken to him? Do you have his phone number? Correct. Step outside, give him a phone call real quick. Jimenez? All right, let's do Davis.
Hello.
Mr. Davis, can you turn on your video, please?
Sure.
All right, we're on the record in 21 CCR 221014 and 221009 State of Texas versus Antoine Jermaine Davis. Mr. Davis, this is a status update on your case. You are still representing yourself, correct?
Correct.
Okay, just want to verify that. Nothing has changed. You have not tried to retain counsel and you're not requesting court-appointed counsel at this time, correct?
Correct.
Okay. All right. So we're here on a status update. Why don't you give me an update on what's going on with your case and if you have spoken with the DA's office? You don't have to go into the conversation.
You speaking to me, Judge?
Yes, sir.
Okay. Well, if you guys see, I filed a motion to dismiss for lack of subject matter jurisdiction.
I saw that. And your motion that was filed, I don't know if maybe it was the printer that you utilized or something happened. A lot of the words are not legible. I cannot read half of it just because of the way it's printed out, I assume. You might want to refile that.
Okay, no problem. I'll get that refiled today.
And if you want to have a hearing on it, you need to schedule a hearing for that particular motion with the court as well.
Okay, no problem.
All right. Any other update that you'd like to provide, Mr. Davis?
Not at this moment.
State.
The state reviewed the defendant's motion, Your Honor. I did email with the defendant. I said if he would like to set it for a hearing, he's more than welcome to do so. Other than that, I have no update for you.
Okay, thank you. All right, Mr. Davis, you're free to go. Refile your motion, and then once you're ready to set it for a hearing, please contact the court, my coordinator, Ms. Toller, and we can get it on a docket for a hearing.
All right, thank you.
Thank you. You're free to go. All right, let's go through the cases who are not here, and then we'll come back to Mr. Cruz. Did you contact Mr. Rivera? All right, I tell you what, Mr. Cruz, what we're going to do, come on up. Is he scheduled on 9/17 as well?
Yes, Your Honor, there's a bond revocation hearing.
Since your attorney is not here, I'm passing today's hearing, but you will need to be present on 9/17 at 9 a.m. for your next hearing. And your attorney needs to be here. Give him a call once you walk out of here. Leave him a voicemail. Tell him we have a setting on 9/17 at 9 a.m. and he needs to be present. All right, you're free to go.
Oh, gotta sign up.
Nope. All right, is Constanti here? Motion,
Statements from lawful, Your Honor.
bailiff. Hold on, before you go out there, let's check the other cases. Yeah, is Jimenez in the waiting room? Okay, we'll come back to that one then. Constanti, Maria. New bond set at $4,500.
Yes, Your Honor.
Do we have prior bond conditions?
I believe so, Judge.
All prior bond conditions shall remain in place.
Yes, Judge.
Bring Jimenez in. Ms. Jimenez.
Yes.
Have you been in touch with your attorney, Lynn Messer?
She's supposed to log on. I believe she was already on.
She is not in the waiting room and not here. You are the last case on the docket today. And what we're going to do, since she is not present and we have, well, docket started at 2:30 over an hour ago. We're going to go ahead and pass your hearing. Your next setting is on November 7th. It's a pretrial conference in person at 9 a.m. We'll see you then.
Thank you.
You're free to go.
Thank you.
Okay, so repeat that. Wallace is the defendant.
Is this on the docket?
No.
Hello.
1 minute, Mr. Wallace. Mr. Albert.
Yes, Your Honor.
All right, Mr. Albert, a surety to surrender was signed on your client. How long ago, Sarah? On August 12th.
Yeah, I just realized that, Your Honor.
Out for your client's arrest, he needs to go turn himself into the county jail.
I understand, Your Honor.
I'd like him turned in by 6 p.m. today.
Yes, sir.
All right, y'all are free to go.
Thank you.